kanyende fo watol bela de nko julol siatale bari kamin fan kumandi julola wolle mu julolti nyine ya sabu jula finance limited inin kukuto le nata kalafaro ke la service ola nyin kamala ke la cliano lu dahandi wala faro wolom nyindi ko Afro Express Services be dawoda kabirin katon fokoina ni je dawoda ni atare kodo kiyana nin jula finance lela isa dunno jere yela kodo ta bare han saindorong ning wotalla ma fangola Guarantee Trust Bank be dawoda alsalla kodo ta no jele Reliance Financial Services ani Easy Finance Limited mini yalon ko bale banko kan bare fanan tolu jula finance na kunda bale banko karo bele wala badi ngola a daha natale wala sign nali aje drong Afro Express kabirin Westfield kata fokoina ali aje dawoda aldung ali alla jura finance kodota jura finance e kofana na lafta bank account odi yalla atral be bitimi rewde ali fero ke ani e kacha andum fana alila apod jinde ali e download nyinkam mala e se kodo kino wati diate ila moye Gambia jang bare manna da wala fana ni lafta credit kola nyen network on min bebe Gambia wala ni lafta cash power wala kila moye Gambia nka nyimbe kalele wala jula finance ntolo fana mu nyonta on leti tonya banko julolu siatale bare julolu nyaton kolu wala mun tolti jila finance limited
Mengbe Kering
nkafo wala nyama
badi nyinde atemo kodi ma bade te mi yaron ko Home Digital FM 99.9 ani Mengbe Kering TV wala nyin sambalena atol min yaron ko alkasafaro leke fir fewol le bal budo alafta kabin kankula ning alnata Home Digital FM jamu kankular bundal te dami yaron ko ning e kankula dunia bele kalong e ka fengo mi wafi ani kama minna ando manna da wala atul min yalon ko project ko bale bulo Gambia banko kanim banko e bantara na lafta mole nyim project ko kalamuta janne mudulati alsina kachano dami nka advertisement or kaliyele dami yalon ko nse voice kali nga be mix ngana murung nga eali bara manna da wala ni lafta talk show la dami yalon ko business ole be bulu wala project ole be bulu isina sino radio to janne wala itarasiri na online TV ine mole den kachala pour nyin kamala ese ku jama lonje ntolu dum mobunda le timi yaron ko ka fahamuro yuru wande kanda malu ke kilomoti wala munna lo kan kumoti wala ya sabu ibe dawoda ni atara safaro le be bulu do le lafta mole kala mutande kana ker nan tarabri kama nema bana laftan command la drongal se fero ke alien commande plus 220 779 4475 wala plus 220-734-3125 hanside ning altulbe diaspora alsenna whatsapp commande nole plus 447771676 wala Mengbe Kering nka fo wala nyama andum fanan nka ke wala nyama
assalamu alaikum badin lamay lalu anin badin jibe lalu moben jibe kan dawda anin ibella may kan dawda ngalu konton al tolnal konton na analu jamandan senu anin albe wato mento anin albe dawda kalu bismillah kacato ningin tembo sida men kabale alla lamar kunda bato men kada Home Digital FM jama ka kumande su radio la anin alla jiber kunda bato jama ka men kumande Mengbe Kering television ola mbadi unu ninyi wato sida sibidi ka damuda talalu lanka kachala natalen kamen commande special focus on the local government commission wala masa kundarin commission won be kekan ka wala nati pour nalede nin aliya kacha otombe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala masa kallanke ba tintula nin tento be kamal mankuru lamba warandla nin warandirobe danda siruna badanila sedde ma sanyi katanyin damuda bismillahir rahmanir rahim sa adabula nin alhamdulillah rabbil alamin borom jaji
abarka baki adam ka lamoyrlal ni juberlal bi kondon ko yafu nyamen dron sa ngalo mbe ngalo ni watul sita programme min kanale jam wolem masakunda e commission min londi ka juberke atanyi masakunda ringolla ila kulbe taka nyadile ni watu be KMC commissioner be dawla katara wolto commissioner be KMC mbaramba KMC oton be mfara golem ko altaram fe bi sedo mbinala be nga discover together nga lamoy aning commissioner ning council le kacha minke mbe dending atila dukola council nyunto anaraje nyadile ay mundo ku sifale keje anum fanan braye fonyo ay mundo ku sifale keje akita kajati me ka duta baba ke warbitum mbenga kafunyo kan drong ni ala sonda ni munda nan ko dengi suto mbenga na nga together nga na mirol foje nga faham nyadile nga mune mira wala nyanda kake anding ayanda kake nyadile bari min fore golon ko fadera mul nyanta nyin commission nyanda kumandi la baki mirol fatata womo la right leti momo ya mira nyaawo nyaa isafono wo nyama problem tije democracy lem ye opinion ila right lem to your opinion but in some funore wolem ko this is the people's commission albe kumul moyla mi alon ko tuyatnya aitel affect directly nim ko aitel affect directly be KMC le desa fo konte be West Coast region le among affect bar kana nyina ko be Gambia kilimon andum ni councilol jube na fahamro to nga minje nyum commission oto min ka ke council min ke jang wala ka keja wala fana ka keja wala fana ka keja akam dako council do kunyal ma fata luwal min je dokulal jamal man luwa faham dokula jama fana je mi CJ ma long min kata wolem ko mobe be fan leje femi ngenda kamuru moluka instead akadan kansolo ise kansoloje abe fatin tem dokulal la ni ajube mo saba munane be doku kilinga ka woleke ye tol falindron pour dol ñoy so be puti ko ngamiro ko ning nga hakilo ni commission abeke puti menga ko ma because kala fi suto fadera ni sibilol sita suto molke la mirol fo way mo point fana ni ma ñi lamay
yeah, you cannot just
this is it
be defensive
no even la moy la ni a faham mim taja because katala wala so it's very good that nga fi not kon laftala nyameng anu ñi manke personal attacks on anyone but min bije wolem ko min kanamaring be kan ko mbukan kun na miro fo nga jubele sedo e min fo kajal min kan kana ngole analyze together so mamira ko bandi bije ñu nomo bije woto ning fitara jang safare ko para ba album fe nyame
comme ton ñu ko mara bakele ak ñu fene meron ko should be a learning point
absolutely
bio process lam me alon ko abe kekan and then cool men be ka wanyar je ko mu kuled me alon ko be kekan and then most of the people many alon ko wol bi daga ñu commission they are still serving members in either ebenun councilmento ye samba mena ko ye bondo ye samba lado o be dise council be do ko kekan
wala mo ko na bibi mi adati
yes so ñimu kulde me alon ko anyante kala learning point la de ni ka commission ni la moy ni te fon do ko la council e be ko do de me alon ko you will by yourself ko definitely me yinke kan ba man na yinkala and you can improve on that. Right. Most of them quand même for mal nga commission do janne ngalon ko mam manne kala woto sa ni ya long commission da finte de woto manne kala ko tanke so men jemo fenne meran ka ko mara andon fanan sa long bawon to lel namo kata directly into councils ni de ko be West Coast dan aske no do ma football KM wore barim be jele wore bama be je wore fam so nyim banko be nyoko non abe dira do so woto a jatala ngalong na kodol men ka di na namodu ani na ku kota nun ka men di council nyolla e kamara nyaadi la ni jumalle ba kunna ani kamunal tamane je woto be men kala drong bita le local government commission of inquiry me alon ko bi be mennat lalle wala kala madame Jame me alon ko ate fane cdro ko commission nyaati ni nyala signafla la flo be mbabere natira.
Madam Jai.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, sir.
Council, can we please proceed?
Very much. Please tell the commission your name, your full name, please.
Adam Ajame, my name is.
Your address?
Olyundum, West Coast.
What is your educational background?
Pardon?
What is your educational background?
High school, Nusrat High. And then we had some training at Quantum on Microsoft Word, Excel.
When was this?
I can't remember exactly the dates, but
When did you graduate from Nusrat?
Nusrat 77, I guess, 78.
1977 or 78?
78.
Right. And after graduation, what did you do? Did you work in any place, any institution, any office?
I work at the KMC.
Straight from high school or senior secondary school?
Yeah, I briefly worked at the hotel, Fajara Hotel, before
Fajara
I
Hotel.
joined the KMC, yes.
So give me your employment background, please.
I first worked at the Fajara Hotel, and then later I joined the KMC in 1988,
Fajara Hotel for how long?
about a year,
Between which year to which year?
around, I think it's 86,
86
yes,
to 87.
yeah,
And when did you join KMC?
1988.
Do you recall giving a statement?
Yes.
Now, we will show you your statement.
Okay.
You will please go through it, and you can confirm whether that's the statement that was obtained from you by the investigators.
Okay.
Is that a statement that you gave to the investigators?
Yes.
You signed the statement as well?
Yes, I signed it.
You were given a copy when it was obtained from you?
Yes, a copy was given to me.
We apply to tender the statement of the witness, Adama Jame. The date is 22nd of May 2023 into evidence as an exhibit.
The witness statement of Adama Jammeh dated the 22nd of May 2023 is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/AJ/KMC/001.
As the commission places. Now, Madam Jammeh, in your statement you said you joined KMC in 1989.
Yeah. Maybe that must have been an error, because I told the investigators that I started in 88 and confirmed in 89.
Do you have your employment letter?
The employment letter, we were searching for it since last week, but they can't see it still at the office. They are still searching for it.
Do you have your confirmation letter?
The confirmation too, I don't have. They were all
So-
in the, what I have here only is a promotion in 2000.
In year 2000?
Yes.
Can we see that? And please, you will be given a paper and a pen, so whatever we request that you bring,
Okay.
you can write it down.
Okay.
So I'll ask that you be given a paper and a pen. We apply to tender a promotion letter addressed to the witness Adama Jammeh. The date is 8th of May 2000, signed by Ibrahim D. Jobate for the municipal clerk. In evidence as an exhibit.
A letter dated the 8th of May 2000 with reference KMC/ADM/staff addressed to Adama Jammeh, Rates Clerk, Treasury Department with the subject promotion. The letter is signed by Ibrahim D. Jobate for Municipal Clerk. It is copied to the Chairman, KMC, Treasurer, Principal Rating Officer, MIS Manager. The letter is admitted in evidence as an exhibit and it is marked as LGC/AJ/KMC/002.
As the Commission places. Now, Madam Jammeh, how many places have you worked for before joining KMC?
Fajaro Hotel.
Is that all?
Yeah.
I asked you this question because you need to be, the questions we ask you, you need to give an honest answer to it. And I'm not sure whether you know, but giving false information knowingly is perjury. And lying before the Commission is an offense. So we need you to recollect your thoughts, give you one more opportunity to give me a list of the places you've worked for.
Yeah, I once worked at the commercial bank, and then.
Commercial bank. I asked this question because we have your CV, and we know where you have worked, all the places you have worked, but the evidence has to come from you. So commercial bank. Where else did you work?
Fajara Hotel.
To Fajara Hotel.
And then KMC.
And KMC. What was your role in commercial bank?
As a clerk.
As a clerk?
Yes.
Did you work as a clerk in any other office? Or secretary in any other office?
No.
Now, you said you were employed in 88? Write it down that we will request that you produce your employment letter and your confirmation letter.
Okay.
Please write it down.
We are searching for it.
Just write it down, please.
I'm not giving a pen. Thank you.
Employment letter and your confirmation letter. So you said in your statement that second paragraph, I joined Carnifin Municipal Council in 1989 as rates clerk to senior rates clerk, acting manager, and then later to the position of rates manager, which position I held until my retirement in 2018. You retired in 2018?
Yes.
Do you have a retirement? Were you given any benefit when you retired?
Yes.
Now, when you retired, what happened after your retirement?
I was contracted.
Do you have your contract document or letter?
I won't come with them.
I can't hear you well.
I won't come with the contract letters.
How many? Please produce your contract letters, please. Offering you employment.
Pardon?
Please produce your letter of appointment by offering your contract as rates manager.
Okay.
When was this? Immediately you retired?
Yes.
Immediately retired. For how long was your contract offer?
The contract went on for 6 years.
No, but I want to know for how long. Did you give an offer for a year, for 6 months, for 2 years, or is it that they give you an offer for 6 years straight?
No. The offer was, it came, I think the first one was 2 years, and then the rest came year in, year.
So it was renewed?
Yes.
Were you having written renewal?
Yes.
So we need you to produce all those renewals as well. So to start with, you were offered once in 2018 when you retired immediately.
Yes.
And it lasted for 2 years.
Yes.
Then it was subsequently renewed for another 2 years. Correct?
I'm not sure. I said the first one was 2 years.
Yes.
The rest came in yearly. So I'll get the letters.
No, I know you will get the letter, but I need your evidence. You are the one who was contracted. You're the one whose employment was renewed, so you can tell us.
Yes, it was 2 years for the first time, and then
yearly.
after, yes.
The subsequent ones.
Yes.
Yes, but and who gave you this renewal, this offer of the contract?
The admin, of course.
Admin.
Yes.
Why would you be given a contract for 6 years, 2 years, and then subsequent renewal every year? Were you offering any special service to the area council that they could not find after your retirement?
Well, council with rates, I think it's different from many other works.
All right, tell us please.
Yeah, because like the time I started in 1989, I was there with my former boss, who is late, Antirose Bajan, until in 2006 when she left.
Yes.
Yeah. For rates, you have to know the grassroots. You have to know the grassroots. You know each and every property. You go for assessment. You go for registrations and many, many things related to rates. So coming in 1 year, 2 year, you cannot know the rates. You can't know the rates. That's why when I retired, I had to tutor them, the ones I was there with.
But you have been there for so long. You could have tutored your deputies during that period, if it is very complex. Is that also not a possibility?
Well, that's a possibility, because at the rate we were just 6 of us, and we were working together, but each one of us have a right where you stop.
What I'm trying to say is that if you are saying it is so complex, the commission needs to understand how complex it was, that only you can do it. That's why you were given a contract for 6 years after your retirement.
It's not that I alone can do it, but I have the memory of the institution.
So do others as well, who work for the area council as well? You are not the only one who has memory of the institution. In fact, you had
at the
deputies
rates.
at the time.
I mean, not the whole institution, but at the
rates.
So those rates clerks.
Were you conducting the assessments?
Pardon?
Were there any assessment during your time?
Yes.
How many? How many times was there an assessment when you were manager?
Assessment as in how? Valuation or what? Because for assessment, we do go out, year in, year out.
Yes.
Because every time we have new properties developed, and then you have many properties out there which are not registered. So without going out, you will not get those properties. So we have to go out, year in, year out, to get those properties, and then we come and register them, and then assess them.
And this you have done every year?
Yes.
Because the evidence we got is different from what you are saying, but then are these recorded?
Pardon?
Are these recorded every year, what the assessments you will do? Do you record this anywhere every year?
No, the assessments, we and, I and debt collectors,
yes,
we go out, or the debt collectors, each one is assigned an area,
yes,
where, you know, he or she is asked to get all those informations,
yes,
so that we will input them in the system.
Is this recorded anywhere?
Yeah.
Now can you produce these records, these yearly records that you have embarked on?
We have computerized, everything is in the computer. Maybe we will.
We don't have access to the computer.
Okay, we can tell the system providers so that they will get the data, the whole data, the whole register, rates register.
Yes, specifically activities that you have taken part in. You understand that?
Yeah.
Now, I find it unusual, I have to be straightforward, that you would be given a contract for 6 years running. Were you related to any of the senior management? Or are you related to any of the senior management? When you were...
I don't think that counts here, whether I am related to any of the senior management. Like I said, I've been there since...
Is that a no or a yes?
Pardon?
Is that a no, I am not related to any of the senior management, or is it a yes?
Yes.
Okay, who are you related to in the senior management?
The senior management, maybe the mayor.
What is your relationship with the mayor?
The mayor is my cousin's son, Mrs. Bensouda.
Your cousin's son?
Yes.
Mrs. Bensouda?
Yeah.
Would that be the reason why you'd have been given a 6-year contract, 2 years and then renewed subsequently?
No, absolutely no.
But how would anyone believe that there is no connection to that?
Well, they can believe it, but to me, I know my job.
Come again.
I said the ones who are saying that because I'm related to the mayor can say that, but I know my job and I know what I can do.
Madam Jame, I am the one asking you questions.
Okay.
And be rest assured, every question that should be asked will be asked. That should be guaranteed.
Sure.
You understand that?
Yeah.
And you have to answer every question.
Okay.
So whatsoever you've been told or you've had outside the commission is not relevant here. How can you convince the commissioners that it is not because of your relationship with the mayor, that is why you, as a rates manager, After retirement, you were given 2 years contract. Then every year you'll be renewed. Every year the contract will be renewed. What is so exceptional?
Council, like I said, it's not my relationship with the mayor. It's just that I know the records. I have the memory of that rates unit.
No.
And even as I am talking to you, still they contact me on some issues. When people come there to do inquiries, they'll call me to explain to them.
That is not convincing. It's not you're not the only one that can do this. That's my point. You see, people are given contracts because of exceptional service they can render. Probably there's a gap in capacity, but you cannot tell me there's gap in capacity. There are thousands of Gambians as well who can fill in your position. Your qualification, your highest qualification, is a course in, is it IT or software? You don't have a degree. You're not highly educated. I'm sorry. So you don't tell me that you have an exceptional knowledge that you offer to the Cardiff Municipal Council. That would be the reason why you'll be given a contract for 6 years running.
Council, you may have a degree, a doctorate, PhD, but the moment you are employed at that rate, the last staff would show you what to do.
It does not matter. That's the government mentality. You see, what you are saying now is the government mentality. It does not matter. We need qualified people, and they should be trainable, and we need continuity in our public service. Do you understand this? Do you understand that?
Yeah.
So the same way you feel you've deserved the position, is the same way that there are so many Gambians as well who would have filled your position after retirement. 6 years? That doesn't make sense to me. So if you tell me you are ready to the mayor, then it makes sense to me now.
No.
Now
sorry.
let's move on. Do you run any company? Any company?
No.
Do you manage any company?
Not now.
Cardiff Municipal Council, they have 5 companies they have contracted.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Frago Debt Recovery Agency.
But I asked this question twice, 3 times. You could not recall this? No. That you manage a company, you run a company?
Sorry. I manage it together with Francis Gomez.
I had asked this question twice, but you could not tell me that you manage a company.
Sorry?
You know why it is important? Because you were given contracts by KMC.
Yeah.
When was your first contract?
It just began in May this year.
This year, May, you were given a contract.
Yeah.
That's your first contract.
Yeah.
And what is the contract for?
It's for debt recovery.
Debt recovery. What is your company's name?
Frago.
Frago.
Yes.
Frago what? Just Frago?
Debt Recovery Agency.
Frago Debt Recovery. Is it a company or?
It's an agency.
It's an agency.
Yeah, it's not a company.
It's not a limited liability company.
No.
And what do you do at Frago?
Yeah, we go out to collect debts.
You collect
from
debts?
Debtors, yes.
And who are the shareholders, if I call them, or the company owners or the business owners in Frago?
Yeah, you may call Francis Gomez.
I may call Francis Gomez for what?
Yeah, because I and him are managing it.
So the two of you manage the
yes,
business?
We have staffs on the ground, of course.
How many staffs do you have?
I think it's about six.
6 staffs.
Can we
have their names, please?
I have Lamin Jaju.
Yes.
Sekou Toure.
Yes.
Adama Jeng.
Please proceed.
Keba Njai. Aminata Kamara and Philip Bojan.
Now, you...
And sorry, Lamin Job.
Lamin Job. You primarily would work on debt collection.
Yeah.
How many contracts have you had? How many companies do you work with? How many businesses have you worked for in relation to trying to assist in collecting their debt?
No, none.
None?
None, only KMC.
Only KMC?
Yeah.
And how is that possible? This is supposed to be a business. Do you operate alone for KMC, or you have a business?
The credit union.
Now hear me out.
Credit union.
Which credit union?
KMC Credit Union.
So you collect debt for KMC and the KMC credit union?
No. Then maybe I'm missing your point.
Now, you've had contracts. Have you had contracts from KMC? Do you collect debt for KMC?
Yes.
What kind of debt do you collect for KMC?
Property rates.
Property rates.
Yeah.
When did you secure this contract?
This year.
Were there signed contracts?
Pardon?
Did you sign contracts?
Yes, I signed.
Can you please write it down? We will need the contract document. Any other business or institution or individual that you collect debt for?
No.
Why is that?
It's only the KMC.
But why is that? How is that possible? Why do you only collect debt for KMC? Your only customer or client is KMC and no other institution or individual?
It's just starting.
When did
maybe
it
this May. Maybe after the contract expired, I can seek from others.
How did you secure this contract with KMC? How did you secure this contract with KMC?
KMC, they outsource the areas for collection.
Yes.
Yeah.
How did you know about this?
How did I know about it?
Yes. How did you know?
I know it through the office.
You work for the office.
Yes.
You know that they outsource this debt collection.
Yes.
And you now have a share in Frago agency, which primarily was set up to collect debt.
Yeah. Frago, I'm just starting working with Frago, just this May when this debts were outsourced to be collected.
But yes.
Yeah.
You don't, what do you work there in what capacity?
As a manager.
As a manager. Do you sign this agreement with them? With KMC? Are you the one who signed the agreement?
The contract was signed. I signed the contract.
But that's what I'm talking about.
Madam,
Madam,
I signed the contract.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Madam Jam. But when you bring the contract, we'll take it further. But that's my point. You were the rates manager. In 2018, you retired. Is that not correct?
Yeah.
You were given 2 years contract. It expired. You were given further or yearly renewals. Is that not the case?
Yeah.
And then you are now given a contract that you have signed for debt recovery for KMC. And you, as well, have a family relation with the mayor. How do you explain this?
Well, I did not ask for this contract to be given to me.
But you signed it?
But yes, I signed it. The acting finance director then knows that I know most of these debtors, or I know the rate system, so I'll be able to get these debts collected for them.
You could not collect these debts when you were the manager. That's why you have arrears.
Council, it's me and Dudu Gomez.
Yes.
Until in 2022, when these two units were merged. But
Yes.
Dudu was the debt collection manager.
Yes.
I was not.
But my point is these debt were outstanding. Madam Jame. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Now, how did you secure this contract? Did you take it in any tender? Was this advertised?
It was, I don't know, it wasn't.
It wasn't advertised. So you just...
I'm not sure of that.
No, but you signed the contract.
sure.
You could not...
Yeah.
You could not... You are in a position to tell the commission whether you saw it in it being advertised that you apply for.
No.
You took part in a tender and you won.
No, that did not happen because I know Francis. So when he secured it, he asked me to work with him.
Francis secured the contract.
Yes.
You never knew anything about how he secured the contract?
Of course.
That's it. That's it. That's the issue. So you cannot say Francis secured the contract. because it is as a result of your influence that you got this contract. Because you said here that you know a lot about rates, and
Yes.
you know the terrain. You can get this areas paid.
Yeah.
That is why you were given the contract.
Yeah. I was not given the contract because of that.
Well-
This Frago is Francis Gomez Debt Recovery Agency.
Yes.
It's purely Francis Gomez.
And you're the manager.
Yes, of course.
You signed the contract.
Yeah. The
And you-
contract for the debt recovery, yes.
Yes.
But in all the papers pertaining to this Frago debt recovery is Francis.
Sorry, let me ask this. Madam Jame, Francis Gomez, have you retired from KMC?
No, Francis is not working with KMC.
Who did you say was the
Dudu
boss?
Gomez.
Dudu Gomez.
Yes, Dudu was the debt manager.
Is he still working for the
Council.
council?
Yes, ma'am.
And is he part of this Frago agency?
No, he is Dudu Gomez. This Frago agency is Francis
Francis Gomez.
Gomez, yes.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
I
Thank
just
you.
wanted that point to be clear. Yes,
Yeah,
you may.
Chair?
Yes. You may.
Thank you very much. Now, Madam Jame, how are you remunerated? What is the arrangement that you've had with KMC regarding debt collection? What do you collect rates, property rates? Which area do you collect? And how are you remunerated? What is the financial benefit you have?
It's 5% of the collection, whatever you collected. 5% should be paid to you.
Whatever you collected, 5% will be paid to you.
Yes.
And how is this done? Do you have a period that you collect, or is it for every collection?
It's for every collection.
So, for instance, if one company has arrears of, let's say, $2 million, and you collect $2 million, you have 5% of $2 million.
Yes.
And then the list goes on.
Yes.
So it's for every property as opposed to a certain period of time.
We are giving areas.
What areas do you cover?
Bakau,
Bakau,
Sanchaba, and Newtown.
Sanchaba,
And Newtown.
and Newtown.
Yeah.
And this all spelled out in your agreement?
Latrikunda and Latrikunda German,
Yes.
Serekunda,
And this, yes, go ahead.
Kanifing Industrial Area,
Yes.
Latrikunda Sabiji.
And this all spelled out in your agreement you had with KMC? You have?
It's not in the contract, but I think a letter was given which states each area, each one of us, the areas assigned them.
Will you be able to provide us with that letter? Please write it down. Now, how do you do this debt collection as an agency? Not now as KMC staff, but working with and for your business, Frago, with Francis. How do you do this debt collection?
The areas assigned to us
Yes.
are all printed out and given to us.
And what do you do? What service do you offer?
Yeah, well, from there, I go through the list and then we extract the property owners that we want to go and follow. And then our staffs on the ground will go and do the distribution.
So when you distribute, what else do you do?
We take the telephone numbers, we call them to make follow-ups for them to come and pay.
And if they do not pay,
we resort to legal action.
how do you resort to legal action?
The council has a magistrate.
As a magistrate?
Yes.
And then how do you resort to legal action?
We use the summons book.
And then, are you the ones to take them to court? As an agency?
No. When we serve them with summons, they will come to the court.
Yes. And then what else? How do you now represent the council in your in providing your expertise in recovering that amount?
Yeah, when we have to show the council service of delivery
And then?
I don't know. And then the magistrate will go ahead
Do you
with them.
appear in court?
No, we prepare affidavit.
Yes.
To say that we have served so and so and so on this date and the amount stipulated there.
And who will represent counsel in court?
We have the prosecutor there.
The prosecutor will be there.
Yes.
You will only be there as a witness.
Yes.
That you have served.
Yes.
So that's all you do. Your job is to just issue out, do you call it demand notes or arrears?
Demand notes.
Demand notes.
Or notices.
Notices of arrears. And that's all you do. And then if they pay, you have 5%. If they do not pay, you refer it to the court.
For me, whoever I serve,
yes,
I make follow-ups to see that the person pays.
But how about if they do not pay?
They'll pay.
Why?
They'll pay one way or the other, because the moment they come before the magistrate, they pay. Some will pay part, and then they make arrangements for the remaining to be paid.
Do you know why I'm asking this question?
No.
Good. I am asking this question because I want the commission, the commissioners, to see whether there is any extra special service that all these 5 either agencies or companies or businesses are doing for KMC in debt collection. It has to be special and different to the extent that the staff that they have cannot do it. So if only what you do is just to serve demand notes and make follow-ups, then why would you be contracted and paid 5% of every collection when they can employ people to do that?
Well, I don't think I'll be able to answer that. They themselves who contracted us out would be able to answer that.
That's a very good reply. Go ahead, proceed.
Yeah. Because in the contract,
yes,
it is, there's a paragraph which says that the debt collectors in the office, if the need arises, they will show us some of these properties.
And when they will serve as pointers.
Yeah, pointers.
Exactly. They will show you that this property, you should serve this property notices of arrears, and all you now do, or your staff will do, is just go and serve these notices.
Yeah, no. For me, yeah. Any property that we don't know on the ground.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all you do. Your services starts with issuing demand notes or notice of arrears, and ends with, if there is no payment, and with being a witness in the court to say that they did not pay, or you swear to them.
Counsel, then I would have resigned. I would have resigned if at all it's only that serving out demand notes, because we have collectors in the office.
What else do you do?
They can do it.
What else do you do?
Like I told you, anybody that I serve with notices or summons, I make sure he or she pays.
How do you do that?
With phone calls.
It can be done by the staff.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
No.
Everything you do extra, we will see whether the staff can do it or not. If you make follow-ups, can that not be done by the staff? I'm asking you the question. No, I'm asking you a direct question. If you do follow-ups by making telephone calls to Mr. X, asking the individual that they need to pay their arrears, can that not be done by the staff?
They can do it.
So what is the specialty in the...
Yeah, if that was being done, I don't think council would contract it out.
That's it. That is the question. But is that difficult to do?
Difficult to do what?
Is it difficult for the staff to do that?
It's not difficult.
Exactly. Because you said if that can be done, then council wouldn't contract it. And you've now answered honestly that it's not difficult to do. The fault, the issue is not any special service is being rendered by all these 5 businesses, but rather it's a way of dishing out money to people. That is the hard fact. We call a spade a spade. It's a way of giving free money to people when you can employ people, employ Gambians, pay them salary, and then they will do this job. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Let me ask this, Madam Jame. As at the time, when actually did you leave after your retirement? Is it this year?
Last year.
Last year.
Yeah.
Last year, what date?
October.
October.
Yes, last year, October.
October. Now, as at October last year, that is 2023.
Yeah.
What was the debt portfolio for KMC?
It was
For rates?
For rates.
Only.
Almost.
Only for rates?
Only for rates.
Yes.
35, no. It's like 100 million plus.
It is far more than 100 million.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, it's more
It's
than
far
100.
more than 100 million. And over the years, as somebody that has evolved in the rates department for a very long time, did you have any strategy put in place for the purpose of the collection of those debts that have accumulated over the period?
What we usually do is each area we check the debts. Say it's Kololi, Bakau, or Serekunda, and then to them for them to collect. But then the addressing system too, ma'am, is another issue.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
And we see that in the advent of the new administration, they took proactive step to identify the properties and to label them, which is a very good way forward to understand it. If you have a proper system to have these things updated by way of an application or a software, to have it systematically update as you do the assessments. But before I forget, would you be able to provide for us your register for certificate of occupancy, transfer of properties, and the assessment reports that you were receiving, and your registration for leases and carry transfers? I believe that all these are documented differently. Is that correct?
Those are files in the office.
In the office. All right. Would we be able to get these files?
Well, I'll.
Yes, because the reason why we ask, the reason why we ask is because you are in a better stead to provide us. Because if we ask the people that are there, we could be presented with any document. But as per your statement, paragraph 2, you clearly indicated areas that you're dealing with. And these are the documents. We are asking you to contact the department and avail you the documents to present to us at the commission. Would you be able to do that?
Sure, I'll tell
Thank
them.
you. So please note what you have in paragraph 2 of your statement and provide us with the requisite registers for occupancy, the rates register, the transfer of properties, the registration of leases, and cadis transfer. All right?
Occupancy, transfers.
Yes.
And leases.
Leases and, yes.
And what else?
Yes. I think that this is what you have indicated in paragraph 2 of your statement. Now, I ask whether there was a strategy to be able to get these huge areas that are still outstanding. Was there any strategy that was put in place?
The only strategy we have there was at the beginning of the year, we make sure that each and everyone receives his or her invoices. And then after that, we resort to summons in them, and then warrants. That's where the only strategies.
Okay. Now, do you have a debt collection unit at the council?
Well, now it's merged with the rates.
Unit. But then it was a standalone.
Yes.
It was a standalone.
Yes.
Thank you. Council, we may proceed.
Now, Madam Chairman, we'll ask that you bring the incorporation documents for Frago.
Pardon?
The incorporation documents for Frago. The business registration documents for Frago.
Okay.
One.
Okay.
Your business accounts.
No, I don't have a business account because for this debt recovery we started, as I'm speaking, we are not paid yet. A Butut is not paid to Frago, I mean, the others I don't know, but to Frago, a Butut is not paid.
Do you have a business account?
Pardon?
Is the question. Do you have a Frago business account?
No, unless I ask Francis, but for me, I don't have. Unless I ask.
I mean, Frago, does the business have a business account?
No.
So how would you be regulated?
That's why I said I'll ask Frago. Francis, I think he would have the account. I did not ask him because we are just starting and nothing is paid yet.
I'm asking whether there is a business account.
Yes, I will.
For Frago.
I will contact Francis.
Please provide us with that information. And I've already asked for the contract with KMC. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Now, what books of account, as well, how do you keep record of activities or recoveries that you have done for KMC? Do you have a register? Or do you have
What recoveries?
Like, for instance, the details of correspondence with KMC. Do you have a file for your debt recovery?
For this Frago?
Yes.
Yes, we have I have the way books that the collectors use and the summons books too are there.
There are way books, and how many way books do you have? Do you know?
Each collector has a way book.
There will be 6.
Yeah.
Minimum of 6. Please write it down. We need that. And the summons book as well. Is it one summons book?
I think we have 3.
3. And the demand notes, and so this will contain all the demand notes and the notes of areas
the way book will show you.
Will show all these details.
Yeah.
So we will need that. Now, you no longer work for the area council?
No.
Since when?
Last year I retired.
You retired
the contract,
last year?
Yes.
Did you start with Frago after your retirement, or whilst you were working for the area council?
Yes, I started with Frago.
While you were working for area council?
No.
Or while after you have retired?
Yeah.
Is there any written agreement or appointment letter that you have from Frago agency?
No.
You don't. Now, who secured the agreement or contract with KMC? Is it you or Francis?
I signed it because Francis was not available at that time.
So you secured the agreement with KMC? Now let's move forward. We'll come back to this when you bring these documents. Right? Now, as rates manager, was in 2018. Will it be fair? Is it correct to say from 2018 to 2023?
As what?
Rates manager?
No, from 2007.
Yes, 7. But in 2018, you were rates manager.
Yes.
And then you retired and you were given contract for 6 years. So you were rates manager from 2018 as well to date.
Yes.
I asked because
Yeah.
the period of the commission is from 2018.
Oh, okay.
And you have the rates register, of course, you work with.
The rates register, the rates have been computerized since 2003. So whatever we have, it's in the system.
Yes. And for every year, it will tell you what the properties are.
For every year, it will tell you the current.
The current year.
Yeah.
Up to date.
But then the areas accumulates those areas, okay, sorry.
Please proceed.
No.
Proceed.
The areas showing on the rates are from since the inception of rates.
Okay.
It's not only 1 year, 2 year, or 3 year areas. Since the inception of rates, or since I joined the rates.
Now, as rates manager, do you deal with cash?
No.
How is it structured? Do you have people who pay in cash as well?
Yeah, they pay to the cashier direct.
Cashier. And go ahead.
The invoices are distributed. Yeah. Some would come in person for themselves. They go to the cashier and pay. So we don't deal with cash.
Cash. You have a system you talk about wherein you have you print out these invoices.
Yes,
correct?
the rates.
Yes. Now there is an issue regarding the deletion of some receipts in the system. Mm-hmm. Are you aware of this?
Yes, I was aware.
Which year was this?
I can't remember the year.
Sometime in 2020?
Yes, around that time.
Can you please explain to us what happened?
The then acting finance director came to my office to notify me.
The name, please?
Mr. Sirif Njai.
Sirif Njai.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
He notified me of those receipts, which he showed me, and then from there, I went into the system to check on all those accounts. But for our system or our rates register, everything was intact. The payments, the credit, everything, because it was paid at the cashiers and automatically their accounts have been credited.
How many people have access to the system? Do you know?
The system?
Yes.
All of us at rates, because everything is computerized, so all of us work with the computer. And
what is the degree of your user accessibility? Do you have rights to make corrections, amendments as the rates manager?
Yes. We have.
Explain to us how it works.
When errors occur, especially with the rates multiplier, when that happens, it's like an arithmetical error. We do change that, or we do rectify it. Then the cashiers too, they do have errors, like there are process errors, which do happen sometimes, but they report it first to the finance manager, who would reverse it, and then they will come to us for us to post it again.
Okay.
Because if the payment is made, and whilst you are doing your entries, you mistakenly touch a figure or so, it goes to another account. So when that happens, until we figure it out, the cashier would inform the finance manager, who would reverse it, and then they come to us to rectify it, to post it to the right property.
In your statement, you said in your second paragraph that I am responsible, as rates manager, I am responsible for the preparation of invoices, transfer of properties, occupancy certificate, property assessment, registration of leases, and CADIS transfers. Now, as the manager of the unit, that is a rates unit in bracket, it is part of my right to make correction using the system when there are errors from the side of the cashier, provided that the cashier shows proof for the need of the such correction. Is that what you explain right now?
Yeah.
And you went further to say, but also, correction is made when there are arithmetical errors from a side at the rates unit, which happens in very rare situations. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, you know, we have these multipliers, which we use to charge the rates. We have 003 on residentials, 02 on commercials. So if you want to charge a property, residentials, and you mistakenly put a 03, it will give you a commercial rate instead of a residential rate.
Now, this deletion of these receipts, do you know how this is possible? And which unit or which individual with this user right would probably have access to delete this?
That I don't know.
Why is that? How many of you have this user rights? You, as the manager, were you in a position to delete? If you want to delete anything in the system, would you be able to do that?
Pardon?
As the manager, if you want to delete anything in the system, would you be able to do that?
No, we don't delete at our end.
No, I know. I'm just trying to get the evidence out to know who has the capability or the user right to make deletion. If you want to delete something in the system, would you be able to do that?
No.
Why is that? If you can make corrections, why can't you delete?
No, we cannot delete. You cannot delete anything from the system unless when you make errors, that is, you go back to rectify it. And that is editing. When we talk about deleting here, it's deleting the whole thing, which we don't have right to.
You don't have access to,
access,
to
okay.
do that.
Access, yes.
I just want it to be clear. Now, which department has access
Pardon?
to do this deletion? Which department? Is it the cashier or the finance director that can delete?
No, I don't know.
How is that possible?
Well,
because someone will think that if you can do corrections, then you can, of course, naturally delete. But you know the system more than we do. So if
we can rectify, but we cannot delete.
What is the difference?
I don't know. For that, maybe when Mr. Njai is here or the system providers, they will be able to explain who can delete
and who cannot delete.
Yes.
Now, this issue, was it investigated?
It was. But we were not informed. Since the acting finance director came to me to show me those receipts,
yes.
I checked and told him everything is intact here. Then I didn't know anything again.
So, but you were told it was investigated?
Yes.
But were you ever called as an individual or as a manager with user rights?
No.
Do you know whether a panel was set up?
No, I don't know how the investigation went.
Do you know whether in fact there was investigation?
Well, the finance director was on top of it. That is acting, Mr. Njai.
What does that mean when you say the finance department was on top of it?
He was like, he came to me
yes.
to tell me this thing happened. We checked and see that it's okay on our side. Then, I don't know from there where he went to.
But since then, you don't know nothing about all the receipts that were deleted?
No.
And no one informed you subsequently?
No.
But if there was an investigation, you would have known. Because naturally, as a manager, you would probably have been called if there was any investigation. Would that be a fair statement?
Well, no, I don't think. Because even if there were investigation, I would not be called. Because I don't have that right to.
To delete?
Yes.
But maybe you'll be called to confirm the entries.
I don't know. Yeah. I wasn't called anyway.
Exactly. Now, you spoke about the preparation of invoices and transfers of properties, occupancy certificate, property assessment. Probably when we come back, we can deal with that. Madam Chair, are there any questions for this witness? See, yes.
Yes, I think we have a few more minutes. Now, Madam Mane, at any point in time, to be specific, in 2020, did you see the auditor's report on the level of the death for the rates?
Level of?
Death for the rates.
No, I didn't see the audit report.
You didn't see the audit report?
No.
It has indicated, like in 2019, there was a total debt for 49,430,636.48. And in 2020, just for January to March, and he indicated the total debt being 75,031,401.72. So I want to know whether is it your department that gives the auditors the total amount of debts people are owing? Because you are the custodian of the primary data, right?
Yeah.
Because when property owners come, you are the contact unit where you issue demand notes, invoices.
We are the
understand?
rates.
And then
Yes.
So having seen these numbers, and consistently, if you look at the internal audit reports, they have highlighted the debt level, and they have indicated specifically the collectors that are having these issues. So under your unit, what were you doing with respect? I understand these collectors are given targets, and they should meet these targets. Please note, during your time, we have had a sample of the target format that is issued to collectors. Can you provide for us the targets you have set over the years, covering our period of inquiry?
The targets were set by Dudu Gomez.
Yes.
He used to set the targets.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you cannot have access to that. That's fair enough. We will get that. Now, it is based on this also that you are paid some form of a commission, correct?
Yes.
And were you also a recipient of this commission that has been paid?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I think it's a. Are you done with the witness?
I believe it's a convenient point. We will proceed with the witness for a short while when we resume.
When we resume?
Yes.
All right. So we will break here and we will come back after lunch break. Madam Mane.
Jame.
Jame, sorry. I'm so sorry.
October. And do you recall your first contract with, is it Franco with KMC?
With who?
Franco, is it Franco? Frago.
Yes.
Do you recall the date? The first contract?
No, I can't recall the date, but I know it was in May.
May 2023?
This year, May.
This year, May.
Yeah.
All right. So, the other
Council,
yes.
I just want to clear something here on this Frago debt recovery, because the contract was secured by Francis, and then he called me to join him. So every document that you are asking for would be for Francis, not...
No, I asked you in your capacity as the managing director or the manager. So
I think I told you that he wasn't available when the contract document was being signed, and I signed on his behalf.
Were you the manager?
Because I manage the collectors on the ground. Not in his company as the manager.
Madam Jabe?
That's why I wanted to clear it here.
I do not see anything to clear. I do not see any difference in your evidence. It's one and the same. You had clearly maintained earlier.
Of course.
Hear me out.
Okay.
You have clearly maintained earlier, before we went on break, that Francis is Francis' company and you are the manager.
No, I'm not managing this company. I'm not. At the KMC level and the collectors on the ground, yes. But not this company. I'm not managing this company, Frago.
Did you not tell the commissioners you signed the agreement with KMC?
Pardon?
Did you not tell the commissioners you signed the agreement with KMC?
Yes, I said it, but I said he wasn't available when that document was being signed.
So in that capacity, signing the agreement with KMC. So we are requesting these documents in that capacity.
Okay.
You understand that? So all the documents you have been asked to bring.
Sure, I will bring them.
Yes.
But that what I want to make clear is everything is Francis. It's in Francis' name. That's what I want to make clear.
Just bring these documents
It's
and
okay.
then we will take it up from there. You understand that?
Yeah.
You understand that?
Yeah.
Good. The other issue is, you said on the third paragraph, as rates, or does the chair want to say anything? As the rates manager, I am responsible for the preparation of invoices, transfers of property, occupancy certificate, property assessment, registration of lease, and CADIS transfers. Let's start with CADIS transfers. What are these?
It's at the Cadiz court where they do the distribution of disease properties.
Okay, and how are these transfers done?
Pardon?
How are these transfers done?
The name of the disease is changed to the beneficiaries.
Do they pay fees for this?
Yeah.
And how are you responsible for this particular fees?
They pay to the cashier.
The cashier?
Yeah, but we have the records to change them.
All right. And then you talk about the registration of leases as well. They pay to the cashier?
Yes.
Not to the bank?
No, for us, it's at the cashiers.
How about occupancy certificate?
Occupancies too, they are all paid at the cashier.
The cashier? They don't pay to the bank?
No.
So, but do you have tariffs or fees for this, like fixed amount of money that should be paid, or how are fees charged with respect to occupancy certificate, lease registration, and CADIS transfers?
$700 is that's what they pay.
This fixed amount?
Yes.
Right. And so where or how do you record this at your level? Do you record it in a way book, or do you have a?
No, we don't record them in a way book.
Yeah, so how do you record this?
Yeah, we change them in the system, then invoice is given to them to go and pay at the cashiers.
So if we were to request for these records, would you be able to provide them, all these registrations from 2018?
We have the file for CADIS, all CADIS letters are filed, transfers are filed, occupancies are all filed, even though it's huge.
It's huge.
I don't know how to get them here.
Yes.
If you insist, we will get them, but it's huge.
So we will request that you provide us with these files.
Okay.
Thank you. Any question for this witness, Madam Chairperson?
No.
Then we will ask that the chair discharge the witness then, if there are no questions, so that she can come back on Thursday to bring the documents.
Madam Jame, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And you kindly endeavor to bring the documents that the Commission has asked for on Thursday.
Thank you.
All right?
Mbadi unungal tolle mo nyola me alon ko wala keta ada sedo de me alon ko te momo de me alon ko ay doko beta doko la KMC kabin race collective kra race manager fa atata pa retire naraka de me alon ko ay kunda so de me alon ko KMC naraka contract ko diala andu fani naraka fana fonta contract ko KMC ay sidaro ko jamalla ya nyini ka fanan ku jamal fanan ani ya kanen abul fanan ka sa mun nan arabi sanala se kaytol samna ya kan menna banning alson dodron talanse me murnan jang kana ka nyin kacha sedo nyin amen sedia odo ngal tentu ngal jay bake alla jiber ku nyimala anin alla lamar ku nyimala min menalon ko wala mina jiberon lamarola ala baraka alma sudo to diala bar talanse dron be murnan janne kodenke nin alena denka kachake Madam Jame ala sidarola ala baraka
baadiŋolu kanyende fo watol bela de nko julol siatale bari kamin fankumandi julola walla mo julolti nyine ya sabu jula finance limited idin kukuto le nata kalafaro ke la service ola nyin kamala ke la cliano lu dahandi wala faro wala mnyindi ko Afro Express Services be dawoda kabirin katon fokoina ni je dawoda ni atare kodo kiyana nin jula finance lela isa dunno jere yela kodo ta bare han saindorong ning wotalla ma fangola Guarantee Trust Bank be dawoda alsalla kodo ta no jele Reliance Financial Services ani Easy Finance Limited mini yalon koy bale banko kan bare fanan tolu jula finance na kunda bale banko karo bele walla baadi ngola a daha natale walla sain nali aje drong Afro Express kabirin Westfield kata fokoina ali aje dawoda aldung ali alla jura finance kodota jura finance e ko fana na lafta bank account do yalla atral be bitimi rewde ali feroke anni e kacha andum fana ali da apple jinde ali e download nyinka mala e se kodo kino wati diate ila moye Gambia jang bare manna da wala fana ni lafta credit kola nyin network ko min bebe Gambia walla ni lafta cash power kila moye Gambia nka nyimbe kalele walla jula finance ntol fana mu nyonta wonleti tonya banko julolu siatale bare julolu nyaton kolu walla mun tolti jila finance limited
balu falin sayala sonea falin koleala daha falin batala kaira falin korola kunkufe falin bade kola kulijara korokoro kasarala kunkukubi katala kunso katara turula kutin kasarala kucholin kasarala kabarang kasarala kus kis kas kataku koroku kasaraku kayang korola keresibang kutungkan na yala nen sabada kono bayawla nen kuntu da kono ne melungla kusben na finton dingul banna fala kenya leni fankaso na finton dingul be banna fala tunga kusni sira ma fenjawo na finton dingul be banna fala su kere kenya kaburla kere fankas kaburla kenya le kono fure kasanke bale fankas kono fure kasanke bale kenya lening fankaso be koma sela tala lu barna fala kusning sira ma fenjawlu be su sila lu barna fala kaburu ko keta kunku feti kulu jara wudo keta kunku doti kuru jara fefe lalu kalobe katla kulu jara safarola beyan kulu jaro te sonna sumbula sakomo kulu jara kus kasara kerekati kus kurumita kango tongo katita kono funuta tumabe sanga kumboning tunga fure gebalia lemba mus sik ning mun tanjawba na finton dingul be banna fala akuta findu marallado sunula sako bala fane kunna miraku su kandita tunga sumayata sondo meten kumbalia ne jikila te na finton dingul be sutatil udayta